We've been told and taught to be constantly doing something because that doing is going to make you valuable. So we're constantly running after people, chasing after attention, wanting to be seen, heard, and valued. One of the biggest disease that we have today is constantly doing, and not recognizing that on days that we actually don't do something, we're actually doing ourselves a huge favor by pausing, by being still, by connecting to nature, by connecting to our soul, by giving ourselves the time that we deserve to give. Doing always makes you go outside your body. It keeps you in the 3D world. It is in moments of silence when you are actually connected to your intuition, to your soul, where you find peace. There's a constant complaint like, I don't feel peace inside me. It's because you don't even come inside you. You don't even spend time with yourself. You don't even hear your own self. How can anybody else hear you? You see, everything and anything that happens in the world around us is actually a reflection of what is happening within us. So if you are constantly in chaotic or toxic environments, it's because you're carrying some toxicity inside of you. And the only way you're going to clean it is by coming home to yourself, by saying that you are weak, by saying that you can cry, by giving yourself the time to be vulnerable with your own self, to own your truth and say, I am actually in a lot of pain. I need to pause. I want to be done with performance and I want to see the purpose of my pain. You see, because you've constantly been performing, you've constantly been doing, you've constantly been acting, what that does is it dulls you from your soul being. And when your soul being is dead, you don't attract abundance, you don't attract love, and you don't attract any kind of beautiful things in your life, and you keep going into a certain loop of doing. Even when we breathe, we have to inhale and then exhale. So there's two actions to it, right? And our heartbeat, it goes, right? And so there's always this high and low, up and down, doing and being still, night and day. All of these things kind of go hand in hand, the feminine and masculine, action and stillness, that kind of thing. If there is air, then there is earth also. If there's fire, then there's water also. There's always an opposite to that, what we've been doing. And so when you've been doing too much and you feel very tired, and there are days when you don't do too much, you start thinking that, oh my god, what a worthless day this was a really bad day, nothing really happened. Well, the thing is, it's not even possible that nothing really does happen, because there is never a moment where your being is not growing, right? So when you externally pause, you think like nothing is happening. That's what your brain wants you to know, because that's what you've been programmed to think. Like you've been going to school for so long, you've been going to work for so long, so you're constantly doing, studying, taking in, absorbing, becoming, and there's no sense of being. And the reason we are called human being is because we are human, the part of us that does things for the 3D world, but then there's a part of us that actually also needs to be still. So coming back to your breath, coming back into your heart, coming back into stillness, going underground, being in isolation, not talking to anybody, not because you don't want to talk to them, but you kind of need that break to hear your own voice. And till you hear your own voice, till you become your own best friend, till you become the lover of your own self, you actually cannot be at peace. To be at peace with somebody, you have to spend time with them to get to know them. Now, half the time when I meet clients, they don't even know who they are and what it is that they want, because they haven't have that chance to sit with themselves. And I invite you today to take out some moments from your really amazingly busy life, right? And just be still. Just make time to come home into being still and tell yourself that this is a time period I'm actually going to do nothing. I'm going to choose to do nothing. Not out of like, I have nothing to do, but I am going to choose to do nothing so that I'm able to get in touch with the most important part of myself, my soul, my heart, my intuition. You cannot channel into the divine energy to light if you are constantly being distracted and attached to darkness. If you're constantly going to be thinking of people outside of you and be worried about money, about status, about symbols, about your job, about your car, about all of that, if you're always constantly trapped in these, needs of yours, you'll never be able to live a life of peace, because what it does is it constantly brings you outwards. It attaches you, threads, your energy starts engaging to all of these things outside of you, and there's nothing inside you. You feel hollow, you're smiling but you're dead. You're living, you're playing with your children, but inside you, you know the truth that you are not fulfilled, not satisfied. And it is in those moments you have to stop and ask yourself, what are you running towards and what are you running away from? Why are you not spending time with yourself? Do you not enjoy your own company? And if not, then why? Are you not worthy of giving yourself the chance and space to feel at peace with yourself? When are you going to return home to your heart, to own your own truth, to understand your value? You see, you don't find the time to be with you is because you don't value yourself enough to give yourself that chance, that time to be with you. And when you are with you, you need to do something so that you feel valuable enough because you've done something. I did art in my me time. Your me time truly needs to be still. No dialogue, no talking, no thinking, no cup of tea also. Me time needs to be just completely zoning out and connecting to your inner self. And if that's something that you need help with, you can message me and I'm happy to guide you. You can book me for a one-to-one session. But for me, art has always been something that you do. Even in art, you also do. But there has to be moments where you actually don't do anything. So that's really important to cultivate in your life. And I really, really hope when this message reaches you, you close down your phone and you go and take a nice deep breath in, drink a glass of water, and just give yourself 3 to 5 minutes of choosing to do nothing, of just being. And the moment you cultivate this everyday practice in your life, the moment your intuition will become clearer, you'll tune into the oneness of the universe, you'll feel calmer in yourself. If that does happen, leave me a comment and let me know down below, or DM me, because I'd love to hear how that makes you feel, to be still, to be home, to come back home into your being and allow yourself spaces in your daily basis of doing nothing and being okay with it and not being guilty about it. Because the moment, I think most times women, even men, oh, I didn't do anything. Just because you didn't do anything doesn't mean that you're not valuable. Your value is not dependent on you constantly doing and achieving things, right? Your value is based on who you are for yourself and for your creator. So tune into that energy, go into stillness, sit with yourself and allow yourself days and times and moments where you don't do anything, not because you don't have anything to do, but because you choose to give yourself the time of nothingness so that you can actually create better. As a creative being that we all are, we need to stop. To stop, you have to be still. To be still, you have to be friendly with yourself, whose company you're going to be in. You're going to be in your own company. Make friends with yourself. Stop fighting. Let that war end. You see, the moment you understand, you come home, you realize that you've been fighting with something that is only like that's you. And why would you need to fight with yourself? You're the only loyal being to you, right? Your loyalty lies towards you and your heart. So be loyal to your heart, be loyal to your soul, be loyal to your God, and be loyal to life itself. Live it well, knowing that some days you won't do anything, and that's pretty okay. Or that's what I at least think. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Take care and have an absolutely beautiful day. And try not to do anything. Bye.